Hello, YouTube and asset creators and whoever else wants to be watching this video. Today I just want to show you a script that I've made to make asset creation a little bit quicker for Unity at least. I don't know, maybe it'll work in Unreal. I don't know how Unreal works. So for Unity, you generally make a thing in Blender, well I do, and then create levels of detail for that. So that's a pretty monotonous process, and it usually kind of goes somewhere along the lines of duplicating something, moving it to another layer, then going to that layer, renaming, adding a modifier, applying the modifier, repeat, and yeah, it's just very repetitive, and I've written a script that does that for you. So I'll show you how to do that today. If you haven't used scripts before, that is okay. It's very straightforward. So you just need to open up a new window, go to the text editor, and then open up a new sheet. So down the bottom here, press new, and then you've got a new sheet to put your script in. So I've already written the script, so I'll just copy and paste it. Turn on highlighting in the bottom here, just so you can see like what's comments and what's real scripting and so on. So I've just thrown in comments to help to explain to you basically what it does. So all you have to worry about is these top two lines, and that's where you set up how many LODs you want. So you can do 8, and we'll just go 0.1 because otherwise that would be insane. And hit apply, and then it'll do 8 LODs for you. It'll put it on 8 different layers, and you can just scrub through 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yeah, like it'll do many LODs for you basically. The other thing to worry about, so we'll just stick with 2 for now, is the LOD multiplier, which is basically just with your decimate thing, with your ratio here, all that is setting up how much it goes down each cycle. So for each LOD, it'll take off 0.3, so it'll go down to 0.7, and then 0.4, and then 0.1, and yeah, that's how that works. The only other thing that you can care about whatever you want, but the only other thing I'd like to show you is this line here. So this comment says comment if you don't want it applied, and you can comment this line out, like this shouldn't be commented normally because this line actually applies the modifier to things, but if you don't want it to apply things, you just comment it out like that, and then when you run it, you can go to your things. They all have extra things because I accidentally, hold up, get rid of that one, and then run it. Okay, yeah, so now they're all okay. Yeah, it goes through and see it's taken off 0.3, it's taken off 0.3 again, but it hasn't applied them. So if you want to go through and look and think, oh, this could do with a little bit more, and then you want to apply, you can tweak it that way. But if you're pretty confident and you've done it for a few other models or whatever, and you don't want to tweak, you just want to smash some things out, just uncomment that and run it, and it'll be fine. So that's basically how this works. The whole script, this section here just is the like renaming method, just to explain how things are working. It renames and copies new ones. This bit, it's just selecting the right stuff. This is where it's adding the multiplier, so you can change the modifier, sorry. You can change the modifier to whatever you want. Like you can use this in other ways if you want to fiddle around with the script. I don't think everything will have dot ratio, but you can play around with that and Google it, whatever, if you have troubles. But yeah, that's where it applies it, and this is where it moves it to different layers. So this whole thing is very nice to have to just do that for you. So you can say 2 and 0.3 is like a good example. So you just run the script on the leaves, and then you go to the trunk, you run the script on the trunk, and now it's done that all for me. It's very quick. They're all on separate layers, and it all looks good. So once you've done that, you can export it as an FBX. I'll just do it on the desktop. Sure. And then you go into Unity. I've got just like a test thing here. Import new asset, desktop, tree. And then that's your tree. I've made it huge. So we can 0.2 scale or something. There we go. Add some materials or whatever. But like you see the LODs here, so it's on LOD 0, LOD 1, LOD 2, and then it'll cull. But yeah, so Unity automatically sets up your LOD groups for you if it's named that way. So win-win. Yeah, and that's basically it. I've set it up so that you have to click on something to run the script. Like if you select everything and run it, it'll do funky things. So run script, and yeah, it doesn't quite understand what it's supposed to do if you do multiple things. Can fix that, don't want to. Just do it one at a time and it'll be fine. Reason being, I don't want people to get too comfortable making large scenes and then running this script on it, because Unity will take the whole object as the LOD, not just like the leaves, and you can do different levels of detail of the leaves, and then the trunk in a different group. Like it groups it all together. So if you make one big scene and then apply LODs to all of it, then export that whole thing as an FBX, it just gets like, you lose the point. If you have a big scene and you have to be like this far away to actually change the level of detail, then I don't know, you might want that. Do it. Just not with my script. Nah, doesn't matter. If you do want that, then sure, let me know. I'll see if I can figure something out. Or if you can figure something out, let me know. We'll go from here. If you have any questions whatsoever, if I've just confused everybody, leave it in the comments, and other comments that you might have, so on. Otherwise, have a good day, enjoy the script. Yes, have a good one.